No.
Like that?
No.
Oh.
What? How is it? Break it down.
You gotta see the movie, man.
Okay, I have to listen to the movie to see exactly what it is. But there's a lot of Scottish.
That one girl though.
It's yeah,
Scottish.
but I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know. But I know the movie takes place in the War of 1812.
Okay.
And, so there's Indians and French and English, and it's just like in the camp of fucking Indian people.
And the War of 1812 dealt with early fiddle music.
Just put your glasses on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
Just show.
I want to see it.
I've seen her.
I want to see it.
Alright. You want to see my house?
I want to. No, I want to see what you got. You show me.
Early fiddle music.
But she does it slower.
1812. You've heard this in the background of cowboy movies. You hear it. It's a fiddle. It's early fiddle country.
Okay.
And it's where country fiddle started and stuff like you hear in the background of country music.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh yeah, man.
People were fighting.
That's it right there.
I like that. Jameson?
Jameson.
Pickle juice. That is beautiful,
look,
man.
Now let me show you all a secret.
That was
Since you
beautiful.
were so generous tonight, and we still are vibing here. Please do this because I learned this from my dad, and it's very true. If you want to become good at something, there's only one way to do it. There's only one way, and it'll never change.
Practice.
Yes, but here's the key. You must dedicate yourself to it first for 7 years. 7 years. When you get to the end of 7 years, you look back.
Married.
Yes, that's right. 7 years. 7 years.
I've heard about the 7-year curse of being married.
Well, you must dedicate yourself for 7 years, and then look back and see. Then look back and see how far you come. Look at the victories in it. Look what you need to do better, and then you decide: is it worth me staying in this? 7 years will tell you. If it is worth you staying in it, you go another 7 years.
And then reaffirm.
And then, that's right, and then look back. Now, with 14 years, nobody will have to tell you if this is what you're doing. Mom, Dad, cousin, I don't know.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
The problem with most people in this country is you can't get everything, so you can't get everything from just going to school.
No, hell no.
There are certain principles in the world that stand the test of time. I learned this from my dad when I was a child. And I embraced this violin. He said, you stay with that 7 years. And then you look back. I sure did. And then at the end of 7, he said, you want to? I said, well, yes, I do. I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the 7 years, and I want to do another 7. And we did another 7. And then he told me at the end of the 14, he said, but I said, oh, Gil, I'm going to do another 7. And he said, and that's when I went to Cincinnati Conservatory. And after Cincinnati Conservatory, he said, I said, it's on. I can captivate the world. He busted out a laugh. I said, it's on, Dad. I can do this. I can captivate the world. I can sing it. I can write. I can arrange and do it all. I can captivate the world. He said, all you got to do now is do every angle of the form. You've done all the formal. I want you to also do the informal. Do the street. The hardest is the street because people don't have to do anything. The other night I was playing.
They're not obligated.
That's right. Let me tell you. This you got to hear this before you go. This was amazing. Really, it blew my mind. I was packing up, and this car pulls over right here. There was a few little traffic behind him. They were tooting. He got out of the car And he said, "Oh, y'all motherfuckers, go on." And I'm like, "What in the world?" Nice car. It was like a Lincoln, like a John F. Kennedy Lincoln, but it was white. He comes up to me, he said, "I've heard about you." I said, "Okay." He said, "Who are you?" I said, "Well, my real name is Brady Thomas." I said, "I am a performer, entertainer." I said, "My station name is Tiptop." He said, "I like that." He said, "I'm really going through something." He said, "My wife heard you last Friday. She was down here with some girlfriends. She talked about this violin player."
Mm-hmm.
And he said she was the one who gave you $75. And I remember her. She did. She gave me $75 and she kissed me. It just, boom. I didn't know what's coming. And I said, "Oh, wait a minute, I haven't tried to." He said, no. She said, "I just couldn't help it." So, she said, "I just couldn't help it." And so I remember, I didn't tell him that, but but anyway, he said, I'm personally going through something. Would you please play something very sad and haunting for me?" And I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "This is haunting now.
Mm.
Let me warn you." He sat down on the floor. Wow, man. He just sat down and folded his leg. And I played just a little bit of this piece. Start crying. Man just broke out and started crying. And I said, I don't know whether to stop or he said, "Well, just whew." He said, "There's something else. You have power."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You have power." He said, "You have power." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I used to be a piano player, but I just gave up." He said, "It costs so much to be a musician." I just gave up. He said, "But you got power."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You know that, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Phew." He gave me $100.
Mm.
Sure got power.
Music is power.
Yeah.
More powerful than anything.